everyone. Jason Schapper here, MzeroA.com, alongside Hunter, one of our great CFIs. Probably helped you out with some customer service questions on the phone, on the live chat, on the emails as well. You all have been asking for a mountain flying video, so welcome to Scottsdale, Arizona, heading north up to Sedona right now. Hunter's been living in this area for a little bit now. We're just kind of talking about some mountain flying factors, and the first thing that comes to mind, we're flying through this ravine on our way to Sedona. You know, there is no direct route to Sedona how we want to go. I mean, we're kind of zigging and zagging. I mean, looking at your I don't know if we can see for flight here, but it's like we're all over the place trying to get to where we're going. So good on you planning that out and flying this route ahead of time to know. But Hunter, the conversation we're having is, if we had an engine failure right now, my friend, where are you going?
Well, Jason, if we have an engine failure, we've got to look for our best possible option. And, you know, in the mountains here, I mean, you're basically going into the ravine and looking for somewhere along the shoreline or a road. But that asking yourself, where are we going to put it if we have an engine failure, is a lot more difficult and with mountain flying.
Well, and that's, you know, I always say, like, I'm never a fan of pushing it. So, like, I would not, if it was IFR today, like, I wouldn't be here right now. Like, it's not worth it. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I want to see it. But yeah, forbid we had an engine failure. I have yet to see a straight road. We could be swimming down there is probably one of our best options, honestly, because these roads there's probably a gradient there that we can't, you know, see and realize. On top of all the curves, on top of that's also the best place to put power lines to bring power to these little towns and everything else. Like, there are not a lot of good options. And then two, beyond that, now that we've entered into this, the thing I'm always concerned with is weather and winds. You've been out here a lot. I mean, we think of Phoenix as it's always beautiful, it's always pretty, and yes, but I've heard when it rains, like, it comes on quick and it rains. I don't know if you've had a chance to experience it or any IFR conditions, but like when we were flying in Florida, weather just comes up so quickly, you know?
Absolutely. When we have dust storms out here in Arizona, I mean, winds can go from 3 knots up to 40 knots in just a few minutes. So it's really important, especially mountain flying. I like to keep water underneath me and always have a way out, especially.
Oh, and that, what you said is so important. Always having a way out. Yes, we're flying into this ravine. Yes, we're following this little reservoir here, but not without a way out. We have options on either side to get out. We're purposely above. Could we have flown lower and got prettier, beautiful, you know, scenic shots? Sure, we could have, but it makes way more sense to be up here, be safe, and give ourselves some more options. We're coming up on this huge reservoir now. I see the big old dam in front of us, and again, just giving us more options. But you're not putting it down over here or anything, so that's really a big concern. I was previously, it's getting better now, but catching those updrafts and those downdrafts, those leeward winds, everything else coming off of the mountains. It's a calm day today.
Absolutely.
I know you've flown in some windier days where it's, you know, there's a reason there's mountain flying courses and mountain flying books, and there's also a reason that even, you know, most flight schools won't just say, here's the keys, go fly my 172. The mountains bring so many different elements to the equation.
Absolutely, Jason. One thing I like to do when I'm mountain flying, when I'm planning a route, you know, usually when we plan cross country, it's like we want to go direct.
Right.
Well, out here in the mountains, we can't go direct. And one big thing is we're passing under this reservoir here in this dam. I like to have what I call an anchor point. And when I'm flying in the mountains, when I get to my anchor point, I'm checking my climb performance, my instruments, the weather, and this is my kind of decision point of, am I going to continue on or am I going to go back to where we came from to maybe fly another day? Wow.
I mean, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a video out in Sedona showing some high density altitude takeoffs and everything else to show that kind of performance, and rolling down the runway, we're going to have that no-go point. You're saying, even on a cross country, I have an anchor point that says, I don't like the weather. I don't like the way the airplane sounds. I'm a little nervous right now, and these mountains are intimidating. I'm going to go back home and live to fly another day, and I'll do it. I'll recreate this with my instructor and build some more confidence up. Choose a different route. Like that. It's so great to have that. Aviation is very humbling, and you have to have that mindset. Though you have the ability to turn back, and that's so hard to do early on as a student pilot. You think, man, I got to get this cross country done. My check rides next week. I have to. You never have to be anywhere. You never have to do anything in aviation. Don't let me tell you otherwise. It's just such a different perspective. And, you know, we've been watching the news a lot, too. You guys have had, more so California, but out here as well, a lot of wildfires and stuff. The smoke now brings the... You say we never have, you know, crazy IFR days. You just had dust storms. You get smoke. Like, you don't get IFR like I think of IFR.
Right, not at all. Yeah. The IFR here is mostly going to be blackout conditions. I mean, it's so bad, and not to get it wrong, I mean, the weather in Arizona is generally always good. That's why there's so much flight training here. But when those dust storms come, I mean, even when you're driving along the road, they tell you to pull over and turn your car off. And wait it out. I mean, it is huge. So now as we pass over the ravine, what we're gonna do is we plan to go towards Sedona. This is the point where we have some low area. So what I'm gonna do is start a climb up as we get into these higher mountains on the way to Sedona.
They're coming.
And check my climb performance and make sure that this airplane wants to perform enough so that we can continue on. And if for some reason it didn't, we would just turn back, go back to Scottsdale, and try a better weather day.
Now let's see what we're getting here. I mean, that's not gonna stay, but
available.
See, we get 300, 400 feet per minute. I mean, in Florida, that'd be disappointing. But out here, that's a success, you know, in a way, especially knowing we're at 6,600 feet. I want to be at, getting to Sedona, I want to be at 10.5 just to feel good. That's plenty of cushion. Could we do it at 9.5? Yeah, we could do it, be around there. But I just want that extra cushion. Again, if there's an emergency, and that's what you're thinking about, too. And not only, we're so worried about where we're going to put this thing down, we're going to put it in the water, we're going to put it on this road, we're going to put it in this valley that's filled with cactus and everything else. But then, how long are we going to be out there for? I mean, what's the last town you've seen? I mean, you're going to be waiting a while. And how are we going to communicate this message? Because I guarantee our cell phones aren't going to work. All these little issues here that we have to think about here. We left early. We're lucky. It's going to start getting hotter. At 300 feet per minute, it's going to be 200 feet per minute before too long. These are the things we have to start pondering, start really, really thinking about. Mountain flying is beautiful. Yet it brings so many different and unique challenges that we really want to, think about. We're in a climb right now, but in cruise, leaning that airplane out and getting that. Are you a rich a peak? Are you a lean a peak kind of guy? And doing what's best for your, non-turbocharged aircraft in this case when operating through the mountains. That's what's truly so important. So listen, guys, we're going to get back to enjoying our trip over to Sedona. We have some great videos coming out of Sedona as well. So I can't wait to read your comments below this video, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day. And most importantly, remember that a good pilot is always learning. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you.
I wrote the Private Pilot Blueprint with the intention of, if I could do my flight training over what I wish someone would have told me. And I want that book to be yours for free. All I ask is that you pay shipping. Visit privatepilotblueprint.com to get your free copy.